by the lakeside, gotta do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone.
Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. I have been out and done some groceries today, and as I was in the supermarket I thought, you know what, I need to tell you guys about this because it's something I always do, and I'm like, I should let you guys know about this. It's just a little trick that I do with the Coles and Woolworths app that allows me, there's a couple of things that I do that allow me to make budgeting and grocery shopping a lot easier. So I'm going to take you into the kitchen and just show you a couple of little things that I do on the apps that might help you guys, little hacks I'll call them, that might help you guys in the future when you're trying to do your budget and just grocery shopping in general, especially if you're in Coles and you're wanting to sort of work out things at Woolworths, so you know where prices are better and stuff. So try these little tricks. All right, so obviously the first thing you want to do is actually download the apps. I know there are some people out there that just hate using their phones for things like using apps and all that kind of stuff. I'm big on it because I tend to find a lot of this kind of stuff, especially when it comes to food, can help me save money, obviously. Even on our takeaway nights, we use the apps all the time. We KFC, McDonald's, if we do those. We can't do it in a fish and chip shop. The pizza shops we can. Even using like Uber Eats and stuff like that. We don't use that a lot because obviously some things are more expensive doing it that way, but you can get coupons on there where you'll get 20% off or you'll get free items and things like that. Like we got dinner at from Schnitz, which is a lot better than having McDonald's, for example. And we were able to get 2 lots of the chicken Schnitz nuggets, like actual proper chicken, for the price of 1, for example. Stuff like that. So we use the apps a lot. We get a lot of free food through points and stuff. We get cheap deals, especially through KFC, Macca's, pizza deals, all of that. They have specific stuff just for app users. So we do use them a lot. I'm definitely not afraid of using my phone for that kind of stuff at all. So when it comes to supermarkets, unfortunately Aldi does not have an app. Costco does, but there's not a lot you can do on there either. But Coles and Woolworths have developed their apps that you can do so much on there that I absolutely love it. So I want to show you guys that today. So we have the Coles app, which ends up looking like this on the home screen when you download it. And then we have the Woolworths app. They are set up very similar where you can do a pickup or a delivery. So pickup is obviously you going and picking it up yourselves. The beauty of that is when you order through the apps and you do that, they obviously go and shop it for you. You can use any discount codes you've got. I think Coles, you can still use your Flybuys points. You used to be able to do that, like the dollars things, and be able to get free stuff. Woolworths, you can definitely use your rewards dollars and stuff, and discount codes and things like that. You can do it that way. And obviously they shop it for you, so you just drive up to a car spot, and there's so many cars that do it. Because I do Uber, I see how many people pick up their groceries. There's a lot of people, and obviously we're doing it for them as well. And they've shopped it, you go pick it up, it's done. You just can be at home. If you've worked all day and you don't want to go out, you can just do grocery shopping at night after the kids are gone to bed, sort it out, work on a good budget that way too, because you know exactly what you're going to get charged for and the prices and everything. It's a good way of doing it. Or you can pay extra and have it delivered to your house. So even if you can't leave the house for some reason, you know, you're sick, you don't have a car, you've got baby sleeping and stuff like that, or you just can't be bothered, you can get delivery, obviously. And then obviously you got to pay for delivery in some cases as well. I will say that Woolworths has very expensive delivery. So if you're going to get delivered, I'd probably try to go to Coles as much as possible, because Coles tends to have like $2 slots of time that you can do sometimes. So they are big portions, like waiting times though. It could be like 4-hour wait or something, so you don't know when it's going to come, but it's $2, you know what I mean? So it can work for some people. The other thing that they tend to have on here is the catalogs set up. So Coles and Woolworths both have the catalogs. Now today's Tuesday, they even have the sneak peek catalog after 5 p.m. on a Monday it is. you can have a look at the sneak peek catalogue for the next week that's going to start on that Wednesday. So that's really great, because I don't know if one supermarket did it and then the other one's like, oh, we better do that because now people are planning on shopping from there because of these specials. You know, they will both want to show you what specials are coming up so you can pre-plan stuff. I always, after 5 o'clock, I'm on there. I'm on there and checking and seeing what's happening for that week. I look at the sneak peek catalogue, especially if it's the main shopping week, and I go through both of them, compare them, and decide what I want, if I want anything. The beauty of these catalogues in the app or online, if you're on a computer and doing it online, but you can do it on the app as well, you can click on a product. So I've just clicked on the chips that are going to be half price. It will tell you the price, obviously, that's coming up and that's existing now, but you'll want to make sure you know what the price is going to be after the Wednesday. You can add it to your cart and it's there, it's done. So you can, after you've done your whole grocery list and everything and your shopping and things, you can click on that. You're not going through the store and buying stuff and then getting to the end and thinking, oh no, I shouldn't have got this, I've got to put that back or whatever. You can just sit at home, be in here, click on that card, especially if you want to spend a few days thinking about stuff and deciding which shop, you can click on it and take stuff out, okay, before you submit it. So that's a great tip, is actually, especially with the catalogs, because a lot of people, I like the Woolworths because I get the points and I get the 10% off and everything like that. But I can go through that, and if then I see something's going to be on sale at Coles, well, for some reason I might take it out of the Woolworths cart if it's more expensive there, and make sure I put it into the Coles cart, and I do it that way. So it's a great way of comparing sales and stuff as well, and exactly what you want, because you're not having a paper catalogue in front of you. Where we live, we don't get paper catalogues anymore sent to us. You can go to the supermarket and pick it up, but it's not delivered to you, and everything's done online, digital. So it's a great way of sort of looking ahead and planning and then comparing your two carts, because I tend to have the Coles and the Woolworths apps open at the same time, and if something's going to be on special, I check the price at Coles as well, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? So it's really good. Other thing that the Woolworths app does, I don't think the Coles one does this, but the Woolworths app, you can click on this part here. There's a little section here. Let me see if I can show you. See this little section here? That section there will tell me, if I click on it, it will tell me the things I've got boosted, like for points, and things that are coming up and things that have ended, my current points, all of that. So if you're collecting points for your free rewards dollars and things that you want to spend back on groceries and stuff like that, it's a great way of keeping track. When I'm actually doing my grocery list, I click on a little section down here on the Woolworths app that says lists, and I'll click on it. I'll talk about lists in a minute, but you see how it says my boost, offerings. You can click on that, and then what it actually does, it lists all the individual things that you have in your boosts. So if, for example, it's got ice cream, and you get 150 points if you buy the Buller ice cream, it will list every single flavor that's available at the store that you were wanting to shop from. So instead of just doing it saying Buller ice cream, it'll list absolutely every single flavor basically. So you can go through all of these quite easily, just then add them to your cart. It tells you the points that you're going to get for them. So for example, I've actually got 130 points on Blue Ribbon ice cream if I want to buy it, and I can just click that and add it to the cart. It tells me the price, it tells me everything. So when I do that, let me just add something. If I go into my trolley, so going up into your cart, your trolley cart up in the corner, and I think this happens on the Coles, I'll check it in a minute, but with the Woolworths one, it will tell me how many points I'm going to collect from this shop. So it's an ongoing tally. So if you're trying to reach a certain amount of points for some reason, maybe to hit your next 2,000, which is worth $10, you only have to spend 100, you only need 100 points, then you can keep track and make sure you're going to get the 100 points. Like if you were only going to get 98 points and you're only 2 points the difference, well then you probably want to try to make a change so you can get that, you know what I mean? So it's worth it in that. So I really like that feature. Just checking Coles, because I don't use the Flybuys one very often, just because I get more deals on the Woolworths rewards for me personally, so I use that. they actually do have it on here now. They never used to have it, but they have a section right here. You can see the Flybuys points. It's telling me how many points I currently have on my Flybuys card, and then it has a section the same as the Woolworths app where you can click through it now and shows you all your offers that you are offered, obviously all your points offers. And let me just make sure, I'm pretty sure, oh, it says my activated offers just for you. Oh yeah, so you can click, if there's offers there that you haven't activated, you can click on those and do that. So super handy. Like I said, if you're going to shop at Coles or Woolworths and you want to know what points boosts that you've got and availability, if it's something that you're going to buy anyway, or you're thinking that you'll probably buy next week, maybe you'll buy it this week because you've got the extra points, and that's where you're obviously going to make money and save money as well. So I like to go through those. I really like it. Coles never used to do that, so I'm happy that they actually do that now. I think on the Coles app you can actually click on your Flybuys card and it brings up your barcode too. So that's, so if you were in store, you could just easily scan that, easy enough. If you didn't have your card for some reason, or you don't have it in like an Apple Wallet or something, you can do that. Woolworths, I'm pretty sure you can still do that with Woolworths too. Yeah, so they've got the same thing where you can click on the card and, you know, scan it and do that as well. So it's very quick and easy. The apps also have a specials section on them too, so you can click on there. It'll show you specials, your bought before stuff as well. So if you've got an ongoing thing that you always buy lettuce every week or stuff like that, you can click on that and just quickly add it to your cart, which is really good. They split them up into sections. Woolworths, I don't think Coles have it. Coles don't have it, but Woolworths always have like a half price section as well, so you can click on that and just direct, it'll probably be in the catalog, but if you just quickly want to see that section, you can just click on that for the week and you can see all the half price specials. So it's really good in that way. So my number one little hack here that I do in the supermarket, I want to tell you guys about this because I did it today. I was in Coles today actually doing an Uber order for someone else, so not shopping for myself at this point, and I was like, oh, I've got to get Snuggles cat food. I need to check the prices. So I go to the cat food aisle and check the price. I did get it because I just got the small one because it's not on special at the moment. But what I actually did was, I had the Coles, obviously, app here. Sometimes, especially on a Tuesday, the tags are taken off the shelf early because they've got to swap them over overnight. So I wanted to make sure the price on the shelf was the actual price. So I'll open up, say the Coles app today, I opened it up. In here it says search for products. It's got like a little barcode picture. Where is it? That's it there. Oh, hang on. There's a little barcode picture there. You click on that little barcode and it will open up like a little scanning thing here. You can see that. And all you do, you've got your barcode. You just put it up on the barcode, you scan it, and it will tell you the current price, right? Now, I was in Coles. They stock this in Woolworths. That's the beauty of Coles and Woolworths. They pretty much stock the same things of everything, unless it's like a home brand thing. I then went to the Woolworths app. They have the same section. They have the same section up here. You just click on the little barcode picture, and it changes it to, you can see that little, screen there. You can't really see it, but there's like a little square there. You can scan it like that, and it tells me the current price. So if this cat food was on special at Woolworths while I was in the Coles store, I would not get it in Coles. I would wait and go to Woolworths. So sometimes if I'm actually doing a grocery shop and I'm in the store actually shopping, I will just scan something that's in Coles and go, oh, like the popcorn. If I was in Woolworths today and I was shopping for this, I'd scan it in Woolworths just to make sure it wasn't on special, because it's something I know goes on special. I would have scanned it with the Coles app while I was in Woolworths today, seen that it was on special at Coles, and I just would have waited and got it at Coles. So it's a little trick that I like to do. It's also a great way that if you're, for me personally, because I'm in Coles all the time doing Uber shopping for people, I will have the Coles and the Woolworths apps open, and if I see something on the shelf or think, oh, I must not forget to get the cat food or something like that, I will scan it in both apps, see the price, and wherever it's better, like cheaper, I will just add it, because once you scan it, you press, it tells you the price, and then you can add it to your cart. You can choose the quantity, the price, the flavor, you know, all of that. You can choose that. I add it to the cart, and so it's already in a shopping list. So I like to add things to a digital shopping list now a lot of the time. I still do my paper shopping list, like when I'm doing my meal planning stuff, I might write a rough one out. But a lot of the time I'll add stuff obviously to the Coles and the Woolworths app to save time now, because if I'm actually going to put the order in to just go and click and collect it, which is free, if you go and pick it up yourself, it's free. They pack it for you and you know, shop it for you. But I pick it up for free, it's not delivery. Then it's already there and it's set and it's done. So it takes a lot of time out of that process, do you know what I mean? When it comes to the Aldi stuff, obviously I have to write it down on another list because there's no Aldi app. I wish they had something, but they don't. Not something like where you can scan and stuff, as far as I'm aware now, so you can't really do that. But it's just a little trick. That's probably my most valuable thing that I use now, is that little scanner that I can scan things. Kmart, Target, I'm trying to think who else, probably Myers, but definitely Kmart and Target, they have their own apps now. Same thing. Actually, I don't know about Kmart, but our Big W has actually taken away the scanners in store. They don't work. You've got to have the app and you just scan stuff and it tells you right away the price. So a lot of companies have gone this way, and I know people hate it, but when it comes to supermarket shopping, it's a great way of comparing prices while you're in there, not having to, you know, Google things or look things up or make a phone call. You know, you can just work it out right then and there on the spot, scan it and go, nah, I'm going to get that at Coles today, nah, I'm going to get that at Woolworths. So I do that a lot. The last thing I'm going to tell you about is still using that barcode scanning thing. This has helped to make the process a little bit quicker when I'm meal planning, like I said. If I'm not in the store and I'm at home, I can still do that whole scanning thing. So for example, this Nesquik is running really low. If I am just sometime through the week, not even meal planning, not even writing my grocery list, if I find something that is running low that I know I'm going to get at Coles or Woolworths, I will open up the app, I will open up that little barcode section, just click on it, and I can just scan it in straight away, see the price, do it on the Coles app as well at the same time, see what the price is, and then choose which store I want to add it to my cart so it's there. So I have an ongoing shopping list there. So I still have my shopping list on the fridge, because sometimes other people obviously want to write stuff down, and you know, Johnny, we were out of coffee and Johnny wanted to write coffee down somewhere. It's easy for them to just write it there. But if I'm just noticing as I'm making school lunches and stuff that we're out, I can quickly, so I don't forget. Toiletries is a good way of doing it too, because toiletries I tend to forget because it's not something I'm seeing constantly, especially if it's for other people. I will just scan it and put it straight onto my shopping trolley like that. Or I actually have, let me see. So on Coles and Woolworths, there's a list section down the bottom, like I said to you. If you click on it, you can make lists. So you can make like a master list if you want. You can do a watch list as well, where your favorite stuff, that's on the Woolworths app. But on Coles and Woolworths, you can make different lists. So if you have like a summertime list or a everyday list, you know, of things you always buy, like milk, bread, that kind of stuff, you can just make that list and constantly have it sitting there, and you can add to it by scanning all the barcodes. I like doing the list thing. I have like a master list. So with the master list, I tend to have stuff on there that, you know, we're going to use nearly every week, every fortnight. So bread, milk, cucumber, capsicum, lettuce, that kind of stuff that I always buy. I add this all to a master list, and it's a bit like the bought before section, except it's narrowed down to exactly like your absolute repetitive everyday items. You click on that master list in that list section on both in Coles and Woolworths, and you can just select, you can go through and say, okay, yes I need milk, yes I need bread, yes I need, you can quickly select those things and then just add them straight to your trolley. So it's a quick and easy thing to do, and it just helps not forget things, because I tend to obviously just, I've got so much on my mind, I've got people in my ear about the groceries and what they want and things like that. If you're buying 100 things, you need to have a list, you know, without forgetting. You can just add that stuff, and it just saves, you know, forgetting stuff and then having to go back, and then you spend more money, because instead of going back for milk, you'll go back for milk and then you'll buy chips or you'll buy something else, you know, you'll just buy other things. So it's a great tool to have and to use, that master list system as well. I'm about to pick up the kids from school, and I thought that's something else that I should say. When I use these apps too, another great thing to do is obviously when I'm driving to school and I'm thinking about what I've got to do and the plans for the day, and oh no, I just did groceries, oh I forgot to do that, get that because we're having this for dinner or whatever. The app, I jump on those apps, and again I can go on there and just go, okay, I forgot the milk, or I need to get the milk tomorrow when I do my grocery shopping or something. I can quickly on the app, on the go is the point. I don't have my written shopping list with me all the time. So another good thing to use those apps for is obviously when you're on the go and you're doing things and you don't have your list with you, I can just instantly put it on the list in those apps or put it in the trolley so it's ready to go. So I like that it's on me all the time. I usually always have my phone on me for various reasons, so it's always there and I can just do that. So it's a lot more accessible, so I really like it. This video is not sponsored by Coles or Woolworths. I just wanted to tell you guys what I'm doing currently, and I've been doing this way for about a year, especially the scanning the barcodes things, because of the Uber thing. I was always in the supermarket doing shops for people, and I thought, oh, I must not forget that that's on special, I'll add that and I'll, you know, check it and stuff. So I started really using it a lot for that reason. So I just loved it, and I thought it's just something you guys can do as well, especially if you don't have the apps already. Download them, because you can see all your specials. You can, while you're at school pickup, you can be on there doing your shopping list. You can be checking the catalogue specials for tomorrow if it's Tuesday. You know, you can do all of that just in one go, on the go, and that's what I really like about it. It just makes life, when you're really busy like I am, so much easier. And again, if I've got Johnny messaging me when I'm out and he says, oh, can you make sure you get milk this, oh, not milk, milk's a silly thing, of course I'm gonna get milk. We're out of coffee, that was something he did this week. We're out of coffee, can you make sure you get it in groceries? Yep, I can just add it straight to the list. So it's just a little trick that I like to do, so I want to share it with you guys. So I hope that was helpful to someone, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe if you're new. Thank you to all the VIP members if you've signed up. Thank you so much for that, and you would have seen this video early, so thank you for that and your support. But yeah, I better go pick up these kids. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you probably tomorrow. Bye.